Hi, I'm Jennifer Hasser with Kendore Learning, and I'm going to talk to you about blends. So consonant blends can sometimes be confusing because people hear the term blend and they think it's going to become one sound. So when we have a consonant blend, those letters are going to retain their own sound. They don't really get blended together. So when I teach blends, what I try to do is give people an example. So if you go and order a smoothie, like a strawberry banana smoothie, and they give you a smoothie without banana, you'd be able to taste that there's no banana in it. If they gave it to you a smoothie and it just had banana, you'd say, hey, there's no strawberry in my smoothie. So even though they're together in one thing, you can taste each individual property. And that's the way it is with blends. You can see and hear each individual property. So even if I took the word blend and I look at the sounds, I have b, l, e, n, d. Okay, blend, right? So if I took out a sound, I would still be able to hear the other sound. That says blend, but if I get rid of this, what does it say? It says lend. If I put my b back and I take out the ol, it says bend, right? So if I pull these apart, we're still going to hear these individual sounds. So if I leave that and then take out that, I still have bled. So each sound is holding its own. There's just no vowel in between them. So it's only one syllable long because it has one vowel. But it has b, l, e, n, d, 5 separate sounds. Now, if I made this blush, okay, I have b, l, sh. This is not a consonant blend because it's not sah, right? It's not s and h. So this together is called a digraph, and it's commonly confused with blends because when I was young, I was taught that this was bull, this was gull, and this was pull. And if that's true, then I'm putting a vowel in between it, because if I said bull-oo, that would be bulloo, and that's not the way we say that word, right? So we want to make sure that we're saying each individual sound and we're not trying to put a vowel in between it, because the same thing I've seen people do over and over again. They'll go burr, gur, purr, right? For P-R. But technically what they're saying is, what if I had to spell burden? That would be burr, right? So how can that be burr? If this were one per person, it would be spelled like that. So we want to make sure that we're keeping these sounds segmented with no vowel in between as p, r. I try to say my R like r, really, really short, so it's not ever confused with and so this is going to be a consonant R. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a vowel after it, not a vowel, because this is also a vowel. Okay? If I had, that can't be fur because this is fur, right? So we just want to be careful about how we say them when we're teaching them to kids. Now, I describe a digraph more like cake because I talked about the smoothie. If one part is missing, you can't tell the difference, right? But if you had a cake, that's kind of like a digraph because you put flour and salt and sugar and yeast, and when it comes all together, it becomes a cake. When I've made cakes, no one's ever said, wow, that's a really great flour. What brand do you use? Or, oh, I can totally taste the egg in this cake, because it all mixes together and becomes one thing. And so if I took flour out of the cake, it's no longer cake, right? It's going to be mush. So that's why when we're looking at these, we want kids to really understand what their digraphs are and really understand that these are single consonants to understand blends. So be careful when you're saying them. If you learned like I did, it took me a long time to stop saying bull, gull, pull. I now just go pull, gull, because that way it keeps me from ever accidentally making it its own syllable. So when you're teaching blends, be super careful, but feel free to make smoothies with your class. We did that. We had a taste test, and the kindergartners got to taste strawberry, blindfolded, banana, and then strawberry and banana, and figure out which one was which. It was a great way to kind of hit home the concept of these retaining their individual flavors. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.